Here he is. Anyway, another time I was at I was working in a holiday camp actually in a place called Brixham in Wall Park. Used to be called Wall Park, and there was one time I was doing like security there. I don't know if you can hear me. Was it too windy again? And there was, so I just got with this girl. We should live like, I don't know, a few houses down sort of thing, really. And yeah, this is back in 2004, this. So, yes, cheeky boy. So, went out with this girl, and she was at home, and I was walking around the camp. There was nobody on the camp, it was shut. And I went like down along the lines, as you call them. And this time I walked past, it was like near the old tennis court. Right. It was near the old tennis court. And there was some like, obviously like rows of you know, accommodation, and there's houses there now, like houses literally where it was. You see, boy. And this time I walked past the end of this accommodation basically, and the bottom, so I had a torch, you know, big old torches. I had one of them torches, and it's like something slapped it underneath and pushed it up. So I can't really explain. So hold the torch, big torch, with your arms out, you know, down, and all of a sudden get somebody basically to kick it underneath. That's what it felt like, right? And I like stopped and thought, what the fucking hell was that? Did I just catch up myself or some shit? Right, that's what I thought. I thought, did I just do that? That was a bit weird. And then I went, so I thought, alright, fair enough, something happened, something that was weird. I walked around the corner and I went down the other side of the same building, right? And then you fucking did it again. You did it again at the other side of the building. It's like slapped or kicked the underneath and like this, and like pushed my arm up again, right? Now the girl who was going out with at the time didn't know this at the time. She didn't know this, and I basically thought, whoa, shit, that was weird. Got around the corner, and my girlfriend at the time rang me, and she said, are you in the hut? Are you in the security hut? And I was like, no. This was at the same time, literally seconds later. And I was like, no. And she went, there's somebody in the hut, because she could see outside like her back garden, right? So she could see outside of her back garden, and she was looking at the hut, and she could see somebody in the hut. She was on like a few doors down, but she could see somebody moving about like in the hut. I was like, no. So I legged it up to the hut, like security gate hut, you know, when you're coming in, and there was nobody there. It was locked. There was nobody there. Now, you know, that was a couple of weeks. That was like a couple of coincidences, you could say, that happened at exactly the same time, if you want to go down that line. Now, the odds on that happening are quite phenomenal. Ben! Hi son! Yeah, he's cheeky. What are you running off? So yeah, that was quite something. And it still gives me goosebumps now, thinking about it. And she wasn't bothered about anything, you know, she wasn't into ghosts. We used to talk about ghosts and anything like that. Nothing to do with that. And she just wanted to know if I was in there. Like, oh, are you in the hut? And I was like, no. Oh, because there's somebody in the hut. You know, and I ran around. There's nobody in there. It's locked up. And I was literally a 20-second sprint away. So, I can't explain that. There's no fucking way. You know, I can't explain that. Two things happened, and then, you know, your girlfriend rings you and says, are you in the hut? And there's somebody in the hut. I'm like, no, I'm not in the hut. And there you go. But that was in Wall Park, Brixham. So there you go. So whoever lives on them houses now, which I have sort of overlaid. I have overlaid like the houses now to there, and the area where it happened is literally inside of like where the houses are, just like crossing around like gardens and houses and stuff. But yeah, so there you go. This one, I can't explain that one at all. I can't, to be honest, I can't really explain any of them. Some of them, you know, what I put in on here, you could say, well, you know, were you tired at the time, something like that. You know, all this kind of stuff. I don't know. When you were little and stuff, I don't know, probably. Actually, there is another one. There is another one which is really weird. Which is when I was really little, which was, oh, son, hang on, he's always eating grass. Come on, stinky boy. He's not always eating grass, but sometimes he does. Quite a lot of times, to be honest. And there was this one time. Now, I don't know what this was. I don't think it was anything paranormal, but it was weird. I remember sitting up in the bed, right? Sitting up at the bed was next to the wall. So I was like, I sort of slid up, sat up, and I thought, right, I'm going to lay down, right? I'm going to lay down, close my eyes, and I'm going to open my eyes again, just being a kid. Lay down, close my eyes, open my eyes again. I was just going to sit back up again. I did that, and it was daylight. It was like the next day. So I don't know what happened there. That's all. There you go. That's something I remember, which was technically not paranormal, but fucking weird. Strange. I literally remember doing it. It's almost like I'm doing it now. Yeah, there you go. Sat up. You know, thought, right, I'm going to sit up. Don't know why I did it. I used to do things as well, like I used to, like, if I wanted time to go fast, I'd count to like 1,000 really slowly, or 100 really slowly, and time used to go like, by the time you'd noticed, it was like an hour gone past. So if when I wanted something, you know, I used to do that quite a lot when I was little. I wanted time to go like fast for something. I don't know, I was getting a toy for my birthday or something, or whatever. Yeah, well, that's not really relevant to that, is it? But I remember I used to do silly things like that, but I used to, this time I sat up and right, I'm going to close my eyes, I'm going to lay down, I'm going to sit back up again and open my eyes again. And it ended up being the very next day. But to me, it seemed like I'd laid down, I closed my eyes, laid down, and then got back up again, like within seconds. So I can't really explain that. No idea. Anyway, I don't think I've got too many left. I actually forgot about the one in the holiday camp. I didn't forget about it, but I was, because I'm going all the way through, sort of thing, trying to just note things down, to be honest. Before, you know, get a bit old now, I might start forgetting stuff. So there you go. This one. What do you think? Huh? What do you reckon? He's a beautiful boy. Just have to say hello to my little man, because here he is. Proper handsome. Nice one, Ben. Whoa, he's beautiful. He's a handsome little boy, aren't you, son? You handsome? He is. Right, alright, thanks for watching.